Okay, so we're now going to work on the transparent red on the very, very limited red parts that we have here. Now, again, even though these are pre-thinned, this transparent red gives out spider webs. So I had to re-thin it down again. Don't know if it's the back of this bottle, maybe my airbrush, I don't know. But I had to thin it down so I can actually spray the amount. And since, as you can see here, with this, come on, focus, or maybe not. See? I already did that. So now, there we go. Let's take a closer look at that. Excellent. Perfect for the railguns. Here's this trim part here that goes on the shield. I'm going to do light passes since the chrome came out pretty nice on this. Good. We'll let it dry, and then we'll give it a polish, and then maybe a repass again. Same thing with this one. This is the neck part, the part in front of the chest. Good. Now, what I want to work on is these guys now. Before I do, since these parts are done, where's my knife? Oh, here. I'm going to cut this off. Since they're done, I don't want to accidentally spray it on these parts. And I'm keeping it on this so that way I don't lose them. There you go. Put that there, to the side. Nice color tone of the red. Make sure I get the sides. Good. So far so good on this. And of course these little trim parts here for the rail guns on the waist. Alright, I think we're doing pretty good on this. Alright, I'm going to let it dry. Give it about maybe 30 minutes to dry. And then I'll retouch it up again with what's left in the reservoir. And then we'll move on to the next color. For the next set of colors, we're now going to move on to the Candy Indigo Enamel, which is the darker tone of blue that I decided to use. And so you know, this has a blue, kind of like a purplish shade, which I don't remember that from the sample chips that I did before. But then again, things have changed now with me getting the nice reflectiveness of the parts. So you guys better understand what I'm talking about here. Hang on a second. I take this part here. Now, I was looking at the manual for this is the part of the knee, and only this part is blue while this part is gray. I'm going to make the whole thing blue. And we're going to do nice even strokes. So here it is what it looks like before. And here's what it looks like after. Very nice. This here to the side, so that way the air can, I have the fan here to the side to dry it out, make sure no particles fall on it. Here's this little part here that's part of the shield. Came out alright. I'm going to try not to oversaturate it, of course. Just giving it nice even strokes. And then allow the paint to adhere to the part so that way later on I'll do another layer if I have to. I don't know if this needs polishing, but I'll do it anyway. But I'll wait until it dries out. I don't know how quickly this paint will dry. But then again, I have the fan on. Plus I want to make sure that I have a nice even color. I don't want one part of the color to be off and the other one be, you know, one's too light, the other one's too dark. So I'll have to revisit again. Now this one is going to take a lot of paint. I have enough in the reservoir, so That came out nice. Very nice. Let's do the other side. Okay. Came out alright. We'll leave it alone for now because I'm going to do another pass it around. Alright, so the last part here is going to be the body. But let me put a little bit more paint in the reservoir before we proceed. Oh, and unlike the transparent red, this blue, this indigo blue, does not require thinning. It actually goes down nice and smooth, as long as you have the airbrush nicely cleaned up. So I already chromed this up, but it's going to be blued up. Let's try it. It's a good shade of blue, but it's not completely done yet, so I'm going to give it a moment while it dries, repolish it up, and then give it an extra layer. So let me continue working on the remaining blue parts, on the darker blue parts, and then we're going to move on to the next shade of color.